Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Looney here, and welcome back. I suppose. These aren't going to be frequent. They'll be like every so many weeks or something, or probably months apart. But for the past week or so, I've been working on a project that I wanted to do. So in anything that you code, you want to secure it as much as possible, whether that's obfuscation, adding a anti-piracy DRM sort of system in, or just, hardware IDs, integrating them into these systems. Now, I kind of thought about making a way for many developers to authenticate their projects, basically, and hence the name AuthMyProject. So I'm going to show you a little bit around the website first, and then next episode we will learn how to implement it using Java. And that Java example will show how to add it into your Spigot plugins specifically. So on the first page, you'll get this get started, blah blah blah. So we'll go to that. Also, if you have ads on or ad block on and you don't want to take it off, that's perfectly fine. But this modal shows up every 15 minutes. If you don't have ad block on, you can obviously see the ads. But if you want to edit how long, or in general want to disable this, you go to your account settings and then you change it to whatever time you want it to be, and then you click update. So if I put this to an hour and clicked update, it'll update every 60 minutes. So the get started page will help you learn what to do, how to register, log in, what your account is for, your settings is for, what a project is, what an auth key is, how to delete them, what the overview, the purpose of it really. So it's sort of basic, and then documentation is simple. All of the quote-unquote drivers that we're going to be supporting will be here. Right now it's just the RESTful API and Java. There will be a C#, VB.NET, and a C++ one. There will be a Node.js one, a PHP one. They'll gradually come. So if you looked at the view docs for the REST API, as you can see, it's not as nice as the main website. This is just temporary. The actual view docs would look something like the Java one, like this, where you'll be able to select a API version, and then you'll be able to look at it this way. This is something that we'll be covering in the episode dedicated to Java. But if you're logged out, you'll see this, login, register. You can register your account, email your password, and then you can log into it. So once you're logged in, you'll be sent to your dashboard, and then on the left here you've got your API key. Now this API key needs to be private. You don't give this to anyone, you don't paste it to anyone, you keep this key, because it's an API key. It can be regenerated in these settings. That action right as of now is disabled. However, it will be re-enabled in the next week or so. There was a little bug with it and I've got to fix that. So that's my next project after these videos go up. So first off, you'll see something that, it will say that you don't have any projects. So you would go ahead and create a project, you would enter your project name and the amount of keys that project should have. So if a specific project is only supposed to be sold to one person, you can set the key to 1, and then you enter the project name, and then it will create it, and then it will add it here. So then you view more, and then this is basically your project overview, basically. Now you can either create a key, so you can put in the customer's name, the max use that it will have, and now these are max concurrent uses. They're not max uses overall, so once it's used 5 times, it will be it will automatically expire. This is concurrent usage, so this key can be used 5 times at once, but it's not like a one-time only sort of thing or 5-time only sort of thing. It's a concurrent sort of thing. So if you put in a user, not a user, if you put in a customer's name and then click create key, it will create it and then it will send you over to the key here. Right as of now, obviously there's a to-do here for me, and for anyone that's coming onto this page, they'll know that I still need to display key data. All that this will display is the current users, which is already here, and the max users, but it will also display it down here. It will be the current users, the total users, and the max users, and there'll also be a list of IPs and ports that are currently using this key. Now if you ever want to delete the key, you literally simply press delete, and that will now go. And if you want to delete the project, you just want to press delete. Now creating that project back up again, because I want to show you the redeemable key system. If we click redeemable key, it will ask for a description and then the expiration and obviously the max users. So the description, you can have it as for a Minecraft server, but obviously the Minecraft server words would actually be the server. So let's say you have like a customer or something. It's like John's special program, you know, something. And then if they don't redeem it within 5 minutes to 5 days, the token will then automatically expire, which I think is absolutely fine. You know, you don't want the token to be there constantly, and this could probably help with like a giveaway sort of system. So let's say you want to give away a redeemable key. You could use the REST API itself to generate you one, and then you could post that on a website or something, or you could simply obviously do it yourself like this would. So let's say the redeemable key is on for 5 minutes, but this key has a max concurrent users of 5, so whoever actually gets this key can use it on 5 servers or programs. So when you've actually selected the data you want, you can click generate redeemable key, and it will give you this link. So now if we visit that link, you'll see that it says token, and then the token, and then the concurrent max users is 5, and the description is John's special program. So if we actually refresh, you'll see the fact that it's not actually expired yet, which is perfectly normal. So if we say that your username is Bob, also if you ever get a redeemable key or you give someone a redeemable key, make sure that you know they'll actually put in their real name. Well, it doesn't have to be with their real name, but you know, their username or something instead of just random gibberish, because if that ever happens, you could just delete the key itself and say that they didn't follow the rules. Soon there will be a terms of service on here, so you can specify whatever you need to specify as a developer yourself, but that is obviously a planned feature. So let's redeem it as Bob, and now it would tell me that my key is that. So now if you actually went over to my dashboard, and if we went back, you'll see that it doesn't exist anymore, so it's expired. So if we went back over to my dashboard and test, you'll see that there's no longer, I didn't show you that. Let me just quickly create this. Right, so if I refresh, you'll see that there's a list of redeemable keys now, and how long it is, how long left until it expires. I thought that I would show you that. So you can either copy that to your clipboard and paste that, and you know, it will link you back to there, or you can press delete and it will go. So this is the key that obviously Bob made, and we can view that, or we can delete that, etc. So yeah, that was that little explanation. I'm obviously not going to click view more on that one because that's actually got keys for someone. But yeah, that is the cool sort of system, I guess. But yeah, hopefully you found it useful. If you have anything that you want me to add, go ahead and comment down below. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video.